Hello and welcome to Happy Little Yarn episode, I think it's around 77 maybe. My name's Amy. I come to you from Leesburg, Georgia, and this is my channel about knitting. I haven't been on here in about, I think my app said 48 days, so about a month and a half. We've had some stuff going on, death in the family, COVID again, and just craziness. And I've been redecorating my room, as you can see here. I've got all my yarn in a new IKEA calyx shelving system thing, and I've got of course my sewing table over here. And I thought I would just get on here real quick and share some knitting with y'all. There's been a lot going on, and I don't even want to recap because it's not been great. This has been work, death in the family, and sick. So nothing entertaining. I hope you have a warm cup of happiness to keep you company and something to work on. I hope this looks okay. This is my first time recording at this angle with these lights. I have some new lighting here in my computer, so this looks a little bit better to me than last time I recorded. Last time it was too much light. I hope this is just right. So let's jump into the knitting. I have two finished objects actually. Who would have thought? I didn't even share them on Instagram. But my husband, he is a man without much hair, to say it politely, I guess. Mr. Happy Little Yarn, I have knit him hats before in wool yarn, and he says they're scratchy. And he wanted a cotton yarn hat. I was like, cotton will be scratchy too. It's not soft. But he wanted a cotton hat, so I knit him. I don't even know what yarn this was, but it's all stretched out now. I need to like wash it and rework it to look normal again. But it fits his head. It doesn't fit my head. I think the yarn was Uneek, U-N-E-E-K maybe, and it was 100% cotton, and it's self-striping DK weight yarn. And I don't know what I did with that tag. I've got some left over, but I got it from Fuzzy Goat in Thomasville. I do remember that. This is his hat. It's a Enchanted Evening Cap, a free pattern on Ravelry of mine that I made myself. Yes, I'm still thinking about putting out the revamped version, but not anytime soon. But it's an Enchanted Evening Cap. It's got a double brim and basic crown decreases, I guess. I don't know. He stretched it out some, so it's cotton yarn. It's not forgiving like the wool yarn in my opinion. But Enchanted Evening Cap, finished object number 1. Finished object number 2 is something I started last weekend after I started feeling better. And I finished it in one weekend. And I don't know if she watches this or not, so I won't say who it's for or what it's for or anything like that, but it's a gift. But it is knit out of this beautiful peach yarn, Malabrigo Rios, in the peachy colorway. So y'all know I love peach. And I made another Enchanted Evening Cap. And to me it looks too small, but I have a giant head, so it's probably, I haven't tried it on because it's not for me. But I think I'm going to block it and stretch it a little bit while it dries, just to give it a little bit more width. Because I don't want to send it to her and say like, hey, this might be too small, you might have to block it. I'll do it for you. Okay. So this is Enchanted Evening Cap, again, a pattern by me on Ravelry. I will link it below in the description. Double brim. This hat was a joy to make. I love peach yarn. I love this hat pattern, so very fun. And those are my two finished objects. I hear a humming sound. I don't know what that's coming from. Anyways, I have some whips now. I think I have 2 whips to show you, maybe. Yeah, 2 whips and some acquisitions. Not many acquisitions because I have not been in the yarn purchasing mood lately. Now I'm really worried about what this humming sound is I'm hearing. It's either the air conditioner. Maybe it's my washing machine. I'm just hearing echoing through the hallway. Okay, my 10 line joggers by, I cannot remember who. The pattern's by Briana, somebody. Little wolf knits maybe. But I've knit some on these. I don't think I put in a progress keeper last time. But I knit about 1 inch or 2 on them. So that's something. I was taking them to work knitting on them. And they look extremely too big. And I'm worried that I made them too big. Not that I'm a small person, but it's going to stretch. So reinforcement elastic yarn or elastic twine might be in order for these to keep them up. But I'll hold them like this just to show you. Oh, there's a progress keeper. No, I would say that's the last time I showed them on here. Like, last time. So I probably went from here down. I think I'm ready for the leg split. I'm not entirely sure. It said a certain amount of inches from the cast on edge. And the cast on edge is supposed to be right here. But I went ahead and did the waistband. Because I didn't want to be bothered with picking up stitches and going back and redoing all that. So I think I might be ready for the leg split. And this yarn is Knit Picks Stroll in the colorway Pucker. Very bright pink. And I have a lot of it down. There's like some right there that you can see. I have like 9 or 10 balls left of it. But these are my tan line joggers. They are leggings. And I've been working on them since December 2022. So not much progress has been made on these. I really like working on them, but I always find something else to distract myself with. Okay, and then I cast this on March 28th of this year, which is, today's the 19th, so about 20 some days ago. Happy Tortured Poets Department Day, y'all. Have y'all listened to the album yet? Taylor Swift? It's pretty dark. Yeah. I like it, but it's pretty dark. She was not in a good place, you could tell. I like the song Down Bad. Or is it Bad Down? I think it's Down Bad. I really like that one. She was a little... Yeah, and Fortnite, of course. I like that one. Okay. My friend Andrea, the cat lady, I sent her some yarn a while back, and I asked her to dye it up for me in exchange for like this insane amount of pom-poms I had. So she dyed it for me. And she is the owner of about 1 million large pom-poms now. So I don't think she'll ever be short on pom-poms for hats. But she dyed me, I think she called this Speckled Concrete. It's on bulky weight yarn. And I casted this on almost immediately after I got it. It took me about a day or two to find the pattern. And I was like, yes, this is going to be a lovely sweater for myself. The yarn is just Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Superwash bulky weight. It was a bear yarn. And she dyed it in this beautiful gray with blue and purple speckles. It's so good to work with. It's a little toothy, a little rustic, but I think after I wash it a time or two, it might soften up. If not, I'll just wear a shirt underneath it. It's fine. But let me show you what I've done. I'm on ball number 5 and 6. And I've got about, this is about 1 row left. I don't have much left. So I'll be on ball 6. But this is the Dartmoore V-neck sweater. And I cannot remember who the pattern designer is, because I didn't think to look at notes or anything, and I'm recording on my phone, so I cannot tell you. But I will give you some details in the description below. So here's what I've got so far. I've got to scoot back because it's a lot. It's a V-neck, and it's a drop shoulder, so it's going to be wide because it's not a raglan, it's a drop shoulder. You start off by casting on this I-cord. This I-cord for however many stitches it said for your size. And I did mess up a little bit right here picking up stitches. You can't really tell because that's speckle, but yeah, you can kind of tell. I don't care though. It didn't bother me enough to go back and redo it. But look at this. Look at that fabric it creates. Isn't that amazing? So I am alternating skeins. I'm doing helical knitting. And my pant leg is caught on the chair. But I would say about 1 or 2 inches away from starting the ribbing of the body. I think it calls for a joined hem just in the round, 2x2 or 1x1 ribbing, however, whatever it says. I think I am going to do a split hem because I don't like things tied around my waist. Sorry for drinking coffee, but if you don't like that, I'm sorry. Mama's got to have coffee. So, yeah. The armhole is right here. I have both armholes in the round joined. I got all this yarn puke showing. But I think it said a certain amount of inches from the I-cord cast on to the back through the bottom. I'm pretty sure I'm at that measurement, but I want a little bit more length because I'm not into cropped. I don't like my belly to show. I want my belly covered. And then I think I'm going to do 2 or 3 inches of ribbing on the front and then 4 or 5 in the back. Make it high-low hem. But yeah, so large V-neck. I love a large V-neck with like a shirt underneath it. It's so good. That's just my old school talking, probably. But yeah, it was simple construction. You just did the I-cord chain, I guess you would like to call it a chain. I don't know if that's a knitting term or not. But you did the I-cord chain, and then you knit all the way down to the back where the armhole ends. Then you picked up the right panel and then the left panel. And then you join in the round after you're finished with the V-neck increases. Or was it decreases? I think it's increases. I can't remember now. But that is my Dartmoore V-neck sweater. I'm in love with it. I've been working on it 20 some days. I'm almost through the body. Gotta love a bulky weight yarn. I love this. It knits up so fast. But I live in South Georgia, where it's going to be in the 90s today. In April. This is April 19th. I think I said that. April 19th, 2024. So there might be an hour out of the year I can wear this sweater. But I'm having fun knitting it. That's all that matters. I don't know if that makes me a process knitter or a product knitter. I want the product, but I'm enjoying knitting it. Maybe I'm both. I don't know. I think I'm definitely a product knitter though, most of the time. I've already got another project lined up to cast on that I want to knit for somebody. And then I want to knit a shrug too. And I started looking at shrug patterns on Ravelry. And this is definitely a very late 90s, early 2000s look, because they are not size inclusive patterns. But I found one by the lady who owns Hedgehog Fibers, the Tweety Shrug. And I didn't bring it with me, but the pattern is only 1 page long. I was like, that's perfect. That's called mindless knitting. All the shrug is really is like a cardigan with really drop sleeves. It's like a poncho almost, but with sleeves. I think that's the best description for it. Most shrugs are really short, like in length, like usually right after your rib cage or right at your rib cage it ends. But I'm making this one a little bit longer. So I've got to do a gift knit next. And I want to cast on the shrug, but I'm going to wait to do the shrug after the Dartmoore v-neck sweater is complete, which my goal is the end of May to finish the Dartmoore in this beautiful yarn by the cat lady, Andrea. Oh, and just so we're clear, I'm not sewing right now. I am going to get back to sewing. My little sewing table up here, it's all nice and neat waiting for me with a pile of yarn for my Dartmoore sweater. I just had to nip it in the bud. I had to call it. I couldn't do anymore. I had a few more orders outstanding. I just went ahead and refunded them. I said, I'm sorry. Beyond burnt out between my father-in-law dying. It was an expected passing, but it was very sudden expected. And then between that, my husband getting sick, and then we all got COVID, and I think we got COVID again. I don't know. It was just like a relapse. I just didn't have time or the brain space. So I was like, I just gotta call it. No more pre-orders ever for me. I think I'm done with pre-orders. I'm just going to make them and sell them as my heart desires. I mean, I could take a request, but I'm not taking money until everything is sewn, because that is a stress factor for me. I don't like holding people's money. I don't. It's almost like borrowing, and I don't like to borrow things. I love coffee. If y'all can't tell, this is just a coffee from the Keurig. It's not good. It tastes stale compared to my espresso machine coffee. I get my espresso beans or my coffee beans from Bravewood Beanery, who also knits. She used to have a channel. I don't think she records anymore. But I just ordered some more coffee this morning because I'm running low. Okay. Now I've got some acquisitions. And the first one I want to show you, in spirit of Taylor Swift Day, from Slick Chick Bags, I got in my Yarn Era bag. I got it a large in pink. And it has in my Yarn Era. That's why it took me a minute to figure out what IMYAE started for. Was meant, whatever. You know what I'm saying. In my Yarn Era. And then she's got Amy, my name spelt out, in friendship bracelets. How cute, how cute, how cute. Amy. It's got a lovely handle. And it is a very good size bag. Molly Klein Designs had bags about the same time, the same day this was released. I was like, ooh, gotta get this one, gotta get this one. Molly Klein had ones with Taylor's face all over it, but I was like, oh, this is the way to go right here. Love me some Taylor Swift. This new album's gotta grow on me though. I like it. Really good, but really dark. She was not a happy camper. She was not me. She's sad. She's not angry. She's sad. I don't know. Some songs was kind of angry. Okay. Next up. I did get a little bit of yarn, but let me show you this first. From magpie's eyes, the magpie eye on, let me see if there's a card in here, from Etsy. The magpie's eye. I'll link the shop below. But I was looking for some buttons better suited for my, I've got it right here, my great garter bomber. I have still yet to finish the frickin' shawl collar on it. I'm just lazy and I get bored and I want to start new things. That's the story of my life. And I dropped something. I'm sorry, but I gotta get it. Things on the floor driving me crazy. This is the Great Garter Bomber. As you all have seen in the past, I have knit up. I have put the button band on with the buttonholes. And I hope I ordered enough buttons. I just thought of that. Let me see how many buttonholes I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I think I have enough. I got the button band on. All I've got to do now is put the collar on. I think I do the other side of the button band. But basically what it is a, I think her name Amanda Lee, who is Lovely by Lee on Instagram. I got to do the other side of the button band and the collar around the neck. It'll take like a day or two. It shouldn't take long, but I've been waiting on buttons. I wanted to feel inspired because I lost motivation. It's a great knit. I knit it up. I enjoyed it when I was knitting it. But I lost motivation when I couldn't find the right buttons. But I found the right buttons from the magpie's eye. Okay. Can we see the glittery buttons? Yes, we can. Let's see if I can take them out and look at them. I have not looked at them on the sweater yet. I got these buttons last week. So let's see. I wanted something that would pop, but not too much. Not like hot pink. But let's look. Oh, yeah. See, I think that'll look good. I ordered some more, but I've got 8 of these. But I think that'll look good. It might look better if the yarn was a little bit lighter gray. Wouldn't as pop as much, but I think that'll be cute. What do y'all think? Y'all like these buttons? I like them because they're handmade, but they're really rounded, so they don't have them sharp sides like the other buttons I had purchased. Twin Mountain Handcrafts. I mean, they're good buttons, but these are more rounded, and I like how it's not such a severe edge. I like them both, but I like these better. Look at the glitter in those. Is that fun? Yes, that is fun. But I think those are going to be my buttons. I can always take them off, right? Put something else on. But let's see what other buttons I got from Magpie. I got these. I thought that would be maybe a contrast option. But I think that's, I don't know if I like that or not. I think I got 8 of those too. Yeah, I got 8. And I got 8 of these. They have stars in them. They'd be lighter. Might work. Let's look. I'm going to hold up one of each, and y'all just tell me which one you think looks like the winner. Because I need a little help, because... Okay, here's the one with star glitter. See the stars in it? Very fun. Here's the one with just regular glitter. Which one do y'all prefer? I think I want to go with one of these two. I wish there was a different way I could hold it up. I'm going to go with the original, just a regular glitter one. The blue in this one or the green in this one or something looks a little odd. And this one I think is just not the right color. I have another cardigan I was thinking for this one. It's a green cardigan. And I thought this would pop on that green yarn very well. Okay. So, Great Garter Bomber. Let me show you the rest of the buttons I got. The rest of the buttons I got were just kind of fun buttons. I can't remember the size of this one, right? but she had bigger button options. So I got the bigger button option. I thought putting them on hats would be real cute, like on the side as a little decoration. So there's like the buttonhole. It's like, this is like 1.25 or 1.5 or something. Can't remember how many centimeters it was. This is like the biggest option she had. But look at all the glitter in it. Is that wild? Yes, I love it. But I got a lot of them. And she sent me one for free. This one. And I thought, if it wasn't for a gift, I don't know if the recipient of this hat would like it. Wouldn't that be cute on a hat? Wear it like that, but like that. I don't think the pink matches well. I think I need a white one or a peach one. Oh, but this one was free. They're not cheap buttons, and they come from the UK, so expect shipping and time, but they're worth it because they're excellent quality. I'm going to run through the rest of them real quick. I got some like candy sprinkles, kind of a Halloween-y green and purple one, white and black. Got some stars, glitter, more red tone green star. I thought this would be cute with a Christmas hat or something, or a brooch even. You can wear this as a brooch. Oh, my daughter wants this one. She wants this one on a hat. I think she says she wanted a black hat, and she wants to wear like one of my Enchanted Evening Caps. And this, that might look good on the peach. I don't know. But that's all. Oh, I got one more button. Oh, this is the fun one. How could I forget? Pumpkins! This is as big as my glasses. My glasses are pretty big, so it's awesome. All those buttons. I ordered plenty to have a good variety and to support the seller, because small shop on Etsy, gotta support. But Magpie's Eye on Etsy. Okay, I've got 2 more acquisitions and then we'll be done. I think I got 2 more, yeah. Mustache yarn. You know, I have this in fingering weight, but I thought I could get it on DK weight. Eras, the Taylor Swift inspired yarn. I've seen it knit up. It's amazing. I would like to do an Enchanted Evening Cap with this. I know most people do a muscle burra in the self-striping yarn, but that's a lot of knitting. It is extra thick. I've got one that a friend knit me, and I think that would be good for around the house, but for like going out and stuff, I think an Enchanted Evening Cap would be fabulous. And then I could use the leftovers of this, because I only use like 50 or 40% of a skein when I do an Enchanted Evening Cap. But I could use the rest of this in some socks. I don't know. Although I wouldn't only be able to use it as like a contrast color for socks, because only 40% or 40 grams of a skein is not going to get me a pair of socks. Okay, last thing I got is from Pretty Twisted Yarns. She was doing a D-stash, and she showed this color. I was like, I want it. I want to make a sweater out of it. A tee. I want to make a rocket tee by, I can't remember who it's by. I'll list it below if I can remember. But I kind of want a blue to go with it, but I got all this green. Is that an amazing? I said it's neon green apple. That's about what color it reminds me of. It's like a neon green apple. But they're all 20 gram skeins. They're the rejects from the 2023 Advent that I got. And I'm like, oh, that's so good. So I got like 20 of these to make a, I think I got 20. It's either 20 or 30. I can't remember. To make a t-shirt for the summer. It's fingering weight. They're all the same color. So I'm excited. That's like my little pride and joy bucket right there. I can't wait to cast that on one day. Probably cast that on in the winter and work on winter things in the summer, because that makes sense, right? Yes. for slow knitters, that makes sense. That's all the acquisitions. 30 minutes. Not much to say. I love my room in here now. I haven't been in here in a few weeks because of sickness. I didn't want to spread the disease, the germs. Not disease, germs. I didn't want to spread the germs in here. Because I'm always weird about touching things that go to other people. Like sewing. Very weird about touching things with being sick because I don't want to spread it. Although I know it probably won't last that long, but I'm just paranoid. But I think that's it. I want to try to start recording every other week, maybe every 2 weeks. I don't know if I'll get back to weekly yet. Not that I don't want to. It's just a lot of brain power. I took today off work and it's 10:30 a.m. right now, and I'm like, well, I guess I should record because I don't have anything else to do right now. I was supposed to be cleaning my house and spring cleaning. Am I? No. I did spring cleaning here, and that kind of deflated me of all the spring cleaning I wanted to do. It looks nice in here, I think. I love it. You can see all my pops now, my Funko Pops. All the bins up here on top of the shelving unit are my whips. And all that's my yarn. Every single skein of yarn I have now is out here. My closet is a different setup now in the craft room closet. I don't even remember what it looks like in there. I think it's empty bags and mini skeins. No mini skeins up here. Mini skeins in the closet. I really like my setup. Okay, well, I've yacked on enough. I'll try to come back next week or the week after. I'll try to be more regular. I hope I don't get sick again. I hope no more death in the family. I hope no more craziness happens. But I hope I don't get burnt out on knitting like I did on sewing. But I'm having a lot of fun knitting the sweater. The Dartmoore sweater by who I don't remember. But I will list all the information on this episode below. So I hope y'all have a great weekend, a good night, great day, whatever time you're watching this. I will see you next time. Bye.